Guys, how are we doing? Welcome to the 300th Rise to Thrive show. So today we're going to talk about consistency, where you could be in a year from now. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, then please do hit the love heart button. Please do comment if you're watching live, if you're watching back. And also let me know your favorite. No, wrong. Let me know what you get most out of this show. Okay, so let me know in the comments what you get most out of this show. Woo! 300, guys. 300th show. And by the way, before it was the Rise to Thrive show, we did about 120 Morning JB shows. Those that have been following me for a long time used to probably follow the Morning JB show. So in theory, I think we're probably about 450 shows in. But anyway, it's been a great ride. It's been a great ride. The shows for me, have been a documentation about a lot of the way that I feel, right? In terms of what I go through. Often the things that I discuss here are either things that I've gone through on my reflection or my perspective, and I've kind of wanted to share that with you guys. And I think it's been a powerful experience, not just for you guys listening, but I think also for me. I think when I first started doing any of these shows, for the first 4 months, no one was on, no one was watching, no one. And it was almost like self therapy for myself, right? It's almost like talking to myself or talking to my phone and just talking to me versus me, right? And then you guys started to come in and come and join me, right? So it's been amazing. And there have been times when I've done the show, and you guys would never have known this, but when I have been at my lowest, and I thought about quitting the show, I to be honest, thought about quitting it all at times, throughout the last 4 years, probably more the earlier stages, not in the last year or so, but, I think we've got to be able to show up no matter what's going on in our lives, right? We shouldn't be allowing everything that's going on in our lives to become or manifest us or become that main focus point. You don't become that problem, you become the solution. And I love that saying, is that if we manifest ourselves in that problem, we become that problem, right? And that prevents us from showing up. That prevents us from doing the workout, from doing the shows, from showing up in our business, in our relationships. What we want to become is the solution. We want to be that man or that woman that becomes the solution to the problem, because then we're on a journey, we're on a process, we're on a mission, and who knows where you could be when you're in a mission. And I always say to people, where could you be in a year if you showed up at 1% a day? If you showed up 1% a day for a year, where do you think your life could be? And that's definitely worth thinking about. And the lads that have worked with me, who are in my Brotherhood Elite, a lot of them have been working with me a lot longer than a year, and they'll be able to tell you, it's a powerful experience when you show up. And there are 2 different roads you can go down. You can go down a road, well, actually, I didn't show up, and I continued to complain, and I continued to consume myself and my problems. But I was on it now and then, but I kind of needed that boost. Or you can be on that process where, in a year from now, I want to make sure that I'm in control. I want to make sure that I'm feeling good. I want to make sure there's an outcome. And it creates a completely different mindset, right? And that's desperately what we're trying to achieve. That's the message that we're trying to get across to guys, is that, yes, we all have problems. Yes, life is, there are distractions. Yes, there is stress. Yes, there are problems. Some are in our control, some aren't in our control. But do you know what? we've got to keep showing up. Every single morning when we wake up, we've got to grind. We've got to thrive. We've got to rise. We've got to get up. We've got to persevere. We've got to have that dogged determination, as Bear Grylls would say, to never, ever, ever give up, even when you feel like it. You know, number of times where I just was like, right, I'm not doing the show, or I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that, and you just keep showing up. And eventually the storm will pass. And eventually you'll be back on track. And eventually you'll get to the point where actually a lot of the problems that used to consume you just don't anymore. Because you've hardened yourself. Because you've become mentally stronger. Mentally more resilient. But you can't get that. You will never get to that point unless you continue to show up. And remember what your mission is. Find that emotional connection. Keep thriving and striving and getting to that point where you need to be. And remember where it is and remember why you want to get there, because the minute you forget that, that's the minute you end up in limbo and wonder where on earth your life is going. Because we don't have an abundance of time. And people don't realize that. Every single day, I remember somebody saying this the other day, every single day we are getting one day closer to reaching our end of shelf life date where we will die. And every single day that passes that we waste is another day wasted. And we're not here forever, right? And we're not here forever. You have this small amount of time. I cannot believe it's July. I cannot believe I'm 44 this year. And I'm looking at my Facebook memories of things. I'm going, oh my God, how's that 2 years ago? How's that 3 years ago? And I'm thinking more and more and more, I've got to start squeezing more out of life. More and more and more out of life. And so have you. We've got to make the most of this journey. Because it ain't happening again. Guys, thank you so much for showing up this morning. I know that some of you have made an extra effort to come on board around work and stuff. So I really appreciate you guys massively. It's been absolutely an honor to be able to serve you on this show and in the mastermind or on whatever platforms are that you come and watch. Thank you so much. If you can make this part of your morning routine, imagine what it can do for your life in terms of showing up. You know, 7-day trial also for those that are not already members. It's now open. If you want to come and join us for a 7-day trial starting next week, it'd probably be the best move that you can make ever in terms of showing up. I'm going to enjoy that sunrise. You enjoy your Monday. Let's have a killer week.